Alright, so this is a quick lesson related to the organization of an essay. I've already pulled up an MLA formatted document for you. I'm going to just go over some of these quick concepts first. Of course, you always have a good, interesting title. The title needs to be extremely focused. And then you have the introduction. Now, the introduction is a place where it's always a good idea to use this extended definition of the community you're discussing, or an extended definition of the issue you're discussing, or an extended definition of the concept you're discussing. Remember, then you go with the classification, and then as you are talking about the classifications, you get more specific, and then you describe. I have some examples here. I'm going to attach this document so that you can read it. Now, after you've done the conclusion, usually the last sentence is going to be some kind of answer to a question concerning the topic, or a suggestion of solutions, or ways of examining the issue. In our case, for this English 1301, it would be answering the question, what is an issue in the community and why is it an issue in the community? And again, I gave you an example of what that might look like. This is a two-sentence example. Then you have the body of the paper. The body of the paper usually consists of three distinct sections. These distinct sections are organized as follows. You have the subsection title, or subsection sentence, what it's going to be on. The illustration, this is an example that comes from a source or personal experience, but preferably a source. Now, if you notice, this is the only portion of the essay that's really coming from sources. So that should tell you that about 25% of your essay needs to be from sources. Any more than that, and it's really not your own writing. It could be just a little higher, but it shouldn't be much higher than 30%. Then you're going to have an explanation where you explain how the illustration connects, relates directly to the thesis or main idea, and then you're going to transition to the next subsection. And then I have an example here for you of what that looks like. The last thing you have is a conclusion. The conclusion is a reiteration of the thesis or central concept of the paper. It should further the conversation just a little bit, maybe by showing the opposing side. And it should answer the so what question. That means, why is this information important to somebody who is not a member of this community? What usefulness might they find in knowing this information, or why might it become an issue to the larger community? Now, on this template that I've saved, it has some other data that is useful for you, how to integrate tables and charts and graphs. I want you to start doing that as part of your examples, because some of the stuff that you're going to be writing about will have a table or chart or a graph, and you'll need to cite that. It also shows you how to do the works cited page. Now, like I said, I'm going to save this to the desktop, and I'm actually going to load it into week 2 so that you have the notes there. And then I'll put the video actually before this for you so that you can use that video for this lesson. So I hope you found this very quick lesson helpful, and I look forward